Yum, yum. I know you're gonna need some biscuits, sop up all that gravy. Who knew a groundhog would look so good? Hmm. Don't mind me. I got my. I'm eating gummies, magnesium gummies. Round rat. Yep. A yearly delicacy. Well, around here you can get them pretty much every day. They are. Oh yeah. Huh. So saying a person owed us $10,000 to export that $10,000 to us, he'd have to export 14,500 bucks. Hmm. Just to give us our 10,000. Canada, what a country. Good morning. Good morning, Amish, Junkyard, Skeeta, Steven. I know. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna put them in collections. I don't. And we're the bad. Yeah, we're the bad guys. Yeah. Morning, Dan. Yeah, I know. I wonder how he's getting around playing all that music. That's right. We don't charge a tariff. Uh-oh. They're exempted? The kids are on a 2-hour delay here. Well, maybe he quit drinking and smoking dope and buying cigarettes and pinch feed. He could pay his rent. Just saying. Got to have priorities. Yeah, they're censoring me with a delay. Winter. We got like 2.5 inches of snow or something like that. Or close to it. Well, they need to go through the Iron Dog 63 eviction process. High is 60 degrees. You walk up, you give them an eviction notice for 30 days. And you tell them if they're not out in 30 days, you'll make damn sure they're out on the 31st. But we have rights. Yeah. You have the right to breathe in fresh air, don't you? Come on, pumpkin. Get up here. It's just snuggle time. Well, if you want to do it legally, they have no rights. How was that? Legally, they have no rights. But, you know, when the person leaves to go to the store and he comes back and all their shit's moved out onto the curb and the door is locked and a new lock's been put on there and they call the cops because they've been wrongfully evicted. I didn't do anything. It was like that when I drove up. We'll call the housing authority there. Call Saul. That's right. Call Saul. Well, if you were closer, you could call Sam. Here, Bernstein. Probably somebody's toilet that's leaking up there. Oh, pumpkin. Yeah. No, we don't do that. Hmm. I remember years ago when we rented from a guy, and we lived next to the school. I woke up like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning because I had to be to work. Went out to the kitchen, turned on the faucet to get and make a pot of coffee, and the faucet blew right off. Anyways, I tried shutting it off, and it wouldn't shut off. So here I got water going straight up in the air and coming down and landing in the sink. So I looked underneath the cabinet. There's no shut off valve for it. None. So hell, I didn't know what to do. So I called the landlord, and like 3 o'clock in the morning, said, "Hey, got a leak over here. This thing, it's going up in the air and coming down in the sink." "Well, is it landing in the sink?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, I'll get there first thing in the morning." "Don't matter to me, bud. It's not my water bill." Yeah, it was a drinking fountain, all right. The water shut off was in the basement. Each apartment had its own water shut off, but the basement was locked. So, you're right. No, the brown water is actually coming through. It's from the wood and the insulation in between the floors. Morning wood, yeah, could be. That's gravy. Yeah, yeah. Morning, Kevin. No, no. Okay. No, you're sitting there begging me to pet you with your tail so you can bite me again, huh? Yeah, just move it over. You got out of Michigan. Yeah. I got that crud everybody else is getting now. It will get you condemned here too. Hmm. When I was in the garbage business, I had to deliver 5 30-yard roll-off boxes on the west side of town to a property over there. It was I don't know, probably 6 or 7 bedroom brick house, huge. It had black mold in it, and the insurance company paid to have it tore down and built a new one. Come on, get up here. Come on. All right, don't get up here. We're having a 200-year anniversary here for the city. I don't know when I think it's in July or something like that. They're going to have it. It's a whole weekend or whatever. Yeah, yeah, it'd come up in 50 seconds. Did you get any snow over there, Amish? I know, I could. That wouldn't be the garbage business. That'd be the fine collectibles business. Huh. I bet they won't do that site again, will they? Most places in the 50s was really cool. And in the 60s, it was cool. And in the 70s, it was cool. And in the 80s, it was cool. About 88, 89, everything started going to shite in this country. It took about 20 years after JFK was killed, to turn the country around. Kathy G. Sanford, that's right. And the G stands for gotta have it. Yeah, until you had to pay your way. 1734. Well, this one was founded in 1825, but the city actually was called Logan for like 15 years before that. So 1810 or something like that. That yellow house I showed you guys, that was one of the very first houses built in the city of Adrian. Actually, the village of Logan. It was one of the very first houses. Yeah. Because of the tariffs? Well, that shouldn't apply to anything that's already here. Isn't that like gas? When oil prices go up, someplace else, the gas stays the same because that oil takes 30 days to get here, right? Yeah. Even though that gas has already been paid for, refined, and everything else, it's you know. Hmm. As long as you don't get it from China, Canada, or Mexico. And if we're using our own oil and refine it here, there's no tariffs on that. Yeah. 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 Made in some foreign country. Yeah. There's ways to get around them tariffs. The Chinese, what they'll do is they'll ship their product to another country that has lower tariffs, and then they'll distribute it from that. They'll get away with the tariffs that way. Well, they should. We should import the. Excuse me. We should tariff the hell out of Vietnam until they return all our soldiers. That's right. Yeah, I know it's not the way we do it. You're right. I got some old newspapers too. Well, yeah, but see, China won't take nothing from us. Only, food, grain, corn, wheat, soybeans. That's it. China's got a law. If you don't make it there in China, you can't sell it there in China. So they have to change that first. I have some old newspapers from the newspaper that was in town too. Oh yeah, but when it was made in occupied Japan, that's the stuff that's worth money. A race to the bottom, yeah. They don't survive in your house, yeah. Yeah, I know. As soon as you get done reading that, wipe with it. Seriously, I I honestly believe that they had a ban cell phones made out of the country. I think the cell phones had to be made in this country by an American owned country, company. Because you can't tell me that these guys from other countries haven't tried to figure out a way how to put something in your phone to track your phone and to collect all the data and information that you are putting on your phone, your bank account, all that other stuff. I have no idea who Music Box Marty is. Yeah, you're screwed anyways, but I'd rather be screwed by our own country than by some Chinese person over there in another country draining my bank account. You think once or twice you're living in a promised paradise. Don't need to mutter, just get out there and turn the butter. I've held off as long as possible. I got a powder. Got a powder my nose. It always knows. Shots, everybody, shots! Shots, everybody, shots! Shots, everybody, shots! Shots, everybody, shots! It's Two Shot Monday. The kitty wants some kitty food. There you go, punk. No need to thank me. You okay? I don't know. That no, she gets that for supper. Come on. They're talking bad about you, Funkin'. They say you're spoiled. Yeah, they are popular. What's the matter? No, that's get out of my pocket. That's my that's my nose wiper. Now, you want to wipe your nose too? Get out of there, silly girl. Oh, we're not talking about that, Christy. Oh, Canadian Christy? I bet it won't be just for breakfast tomorrow either, will it? We had hamburger gravy over boiled taters last night with fresh chopped onion. Onion. No, beef and noodles is made with a brown gravy. Stroganoff is got the white gravy. Hmm, you pretty baby, pretty girl. It's foggy right here. It says it's 34 degrees and foggy. So she probably could have left Canada, Canada. I've really never been a dumpling, even a puffy dumpling man. Was that your water bottle? Going tweaking? No. Watch what you're doing. No, do not try to put your paw up there. Like biting into a cloud. Yeah. I know, but I never liked sauerkraut. I don't like it all that well now, but I'll eat it. Yeah, Ed coming up in 55 seconds. Hamburger noodles. Yeah. Well, beef and noodles here is, cut up like stew meat or whatever you want to call it. And then made it with mushroom gravy and noodles. Now, hamburger gravy is just hamburger with mushroom soup, salt and pepper, and whatever else you want to put in it. And then you serve it over boiled potatoes. And then top it off with fresh chopped onion. You're just wagging that little tail, huh? Yeah. Whose tail is that? Is that yours? Get it. Yeah, that's all it is. No, I didn't get to eat with the rest of you guys. Remember? Dan remembers. I had to stand in the kitchen and eat after I got done doing chores because you weren't gonna do them. I remember one day I wasn't feeling good, so I asked Kevin to go to the school for me and get everything ready, and he said he'd take care of it. Well, I fell asleep and I woke back up like 2 hours later, and he's still there. And I said, "What's going on with the school?" He said, "Oh, I called in and we canceled." Hmm. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. I never got to have breakfast. I always had to go. Well, yeah, because you guys all ate that, and I got mush or gruel or if I was lucky, PBJ. No, I couldn't eat breakfast there, junkyard, because the hell the chickens didn't even have the eggs laid by the time I got up. I had to kick them in the hiney to get them to crow in the morning. So, I didn't know they took milk out of the school system. No, no. Yeah, yeah. That ain't gonna fly. They know better than that. Regular chocolate, yeah. Oh yeah, the old Coke machines. Hmm. Family Channel. That's right. I need a field trip show. That's right. Yeah, we need to go someplace. I was just about ready. I seen you took it down in the nick of time. Was the school one? Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have them in our school. I heard a lot of schools used to have smoking rooms for the students, but we never had one. The only smoking room we had was a bathroom. You hope you didn't get caught. It's where they was needed the most. Yeah. Yeah. I see they got a video out with Trump and a bunch of illegal aliens on the beach. and it's played to the music of Kokomo by the Beach Boys. And when it says uh, Kokomo, Trump yells out Guantanamo. I bet they do have some swinging parties in there. Probably forever back then, Junkyard. I know. We need to fill it. I got a better idea. Let's take them to Guantanamo Bay. Let them live there and leave the gates open. Let them infiltrate Cuba. See how good that works for them there. Steal over there in Cuba and see what happens. Yeah, you're born too early. Especially if Fidel was still there. If it wouldn't be, you start stealing from the people that have nothing already, they get quite upset and you'd be gone to begin with. Yeah, wait, huh? Yeah, was. Hmm. I remember study hall. You go in there and study. If you had a question, the teacher didn't know what the hell you're talking about. A lot of good it did there. Now you can bring a book to read, you can do your homework, or you can bring a pillow and put your head on there. It don't bother me. Hmm. Damn. Good morning, Arizona. You old card shark, you. Well, that's nice. Now you might have 10 or 12 feet by the time Friday comes by. I don't know. We didn't have that kind of stuff when I went to school. The only trading cards we had was baseball, football trading cards. You know, the good ones. Surprising they canceled school? Yeah. Our school's on a 2 hour delay. Oh, yeah. Come here, pumpkin. There you go. No, we don't get up there. We had a science teacher. It was really boring in that class. He'd even bore himself because he'd fall asleep at the chalkboard. Hmm. Yeah, coming up in 50 seconds. Oh, you're a good girl. You a good girl? She's a cutie. Her name's Spirit. We found her in the bushes a year ago last August. She was probably 3 or 4 weeks old. Well, you know, it was clean on the inside. Maybe somebody washed it. Yep, he'd be sleeping, standing up at the chalkboard. He'd put his hand up there to write something, and he'd get so engrossed in thought he'd fall asleep. And you have to say, Mr. Isaac, you okay? Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Hmm. Give him a YouTube channel. Oh, I got caught walking out of Votech, lit one up, and he said, Mr. Miller? I said, yeah. He said, go see Dale Lane tomorrow. when you come to school. Okay. That's funny. Yeah. Speaking of Dale Lane, I just seen that he passed away. He was 87 or something like that. Is that your nana? Is that your nana you're looking at? Hmm. Come on, go. The cat was looking at Kathy. We call her Nana. Ouch. Oh, I remember Phyllis Diller. Yeah, because Kevin had his own personal tutor there. The principal would help him. Don't worry. I will do your homework for you so you can pass. I know it's a lot of stress on you. Robert, talk to Teddy Bear. Hmm. I do know better. Kevin got student of the month every month. Hmm. Oh yeah. I remember me and Brian Barden got in trouble, and we really weren't doing anything, but we got in trouble. Had to go out in the hall. This was eighth grade. Teacher's name was Al. I'm a scumbag Romano. Um, anyways, we all went out there. Al was about 5'6", probably 175, 180, something like that. He was supposed to be a Golden Glove boxer out of New York. Anyways, he said he was going to whip our asses with a paddle. And he told Brian to bend over. Yeah, Ray Romano's father, yeah. He told Brian to bend over, and Brian told him no. And he went to grab Brian's arm, and about that time, Brian got up into a fighting position and co-cocked him. I mean, he dusted both eyeballs with one hit. And then Brian took off to the stairway, the fire escape. Took off out the fire escape and ran. That was the last day I ever seen him. He quit school, didn't come back. I walked in the classroom while Al went down to the cafeteria to get ice. And they said, "What happened out there?" And I said, "Brian Barden beat his ass." Yeah. Yep. Now that same SOB I had for Jim, and we got into an argument. It was in the locker room, and I was getting dressed, and he said, "Hey, I got to take a leak, and the doctor said I couldn't lift anything heavy. Give me a hand." I said, "You ain't got anything heavy to lift." About that time, he said, "Mr. Smartass, I'm going to have you run." And I ran every day at gym, all day, or all hour. During the winter, I ran. In the spring, I ran. In the winter, I ran in the gym. In the spring, when it got nice and we went outside, I'd run the track. Well, I'm sitting there running, and I about had enough. And I come around the third curve, and he says something that I need to pick it up. Run faster. So, yeah, run, Forrest, run. Yeah. So, I did run faster. They were out playing softball. I ran right over, grabbed a baseball bat, and I chased that son of a gun all the way down the street, the road, to the railroad tracks. He kept running. I come back, went in, got dressed, and went to my next class. After that, I didn't have to run. I didn't have to dress. I didn't have to do shit. And I still got an A in that class. It could have been a movie. It's starting to sound like a movie. That's right. You ask Kevin. I'd like to kill that guy that day. If I'd have caught him, I probably would have beat him to death with that baseball bat. Hmm. He had another teacher that they were roommates. And they used to come, you could tell. They would come to school, they'd be higher than hell. Both of their eyes would be bloodshot first thing in the morning. Gavin, groundhog taco. Hey, that sounds great. Now, do you use Ortego taco seasoning, or do you make up your own special Mexican blend? Use McCormick. There you go. I'm a fan of old El Paso, but that's okay. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, right. Yeah. They did. Somebody brings it out to you and puts it right in your car for you. Hmm. You, the hospital for lunch, yeah. Well, you gotta take your wins when you can get them. Might be Kevin. Yeah, I know. I tell you, the hospital food around here is dramatically changed in the last 10 years. It's a lot better than what it was 10 years ago. Hmm. I thought that's why you left school is because of the bullies. Oh, well, we were from a small school. There weren't really that many bullies around there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that coming up in 55 seconds. Hmm. Well, maybe you were rebellious. You see somebody, Pumpkin? Huh? Kitty, kitty? What's going on? I don't know. Um, might have chicken tacos today for dinner. Huh. Stromboli. Hmm. You did that when you were 11 years old or 10 years old, whatever that is. Yeah, I know that feeling. Two and two is five. Just how you figure it out. Huh. Well, at the hospital, you can get um, a pretty decent meal, good meal for like $7 if you're just a not a patient, just a person that goes there. I guess I've never tried it, but you can go over here to the college or the university, excuse me, Siena Heights University, and you can eat lunch there for like $9, and it's a big lunch. You don't have to be a student there to eat. You're right. Well, that's a good deal. I tell you what, when I was every time I go to the hospital, it seems that that's all they do is feed you, you know, and it's on a schedule. Like you order breakfast, breakfast starts at 7 o'clock, so you order breakfast by 7:30. You have breakfast, and then you gotta you gotta order dinner by 6:30. at night. So between 7 and 6:30, you eat 3 meals. Your lunch and then your dinner. So, and then um, the nurse they bring in, if you want, they'll bring you, they ask you if you want a snack or something later, and it's like, oatmeal cookies or something that's good for you, but not bad for you, if you know what I mean. Something that's desirable to eat, Jello, pudding, stuff like that. But it seems like that's all they do is feed you there, and you no more than finish a meal, and it seems like it's time to for lunch again. And it's time for lunch, and you're still hungry. But if you don't get your lunch, then you're not eating until because you only get they only serve for certain hours or whatever. And actually, hospital food anymore is terrific. It's better than most of your restaurants you go to. Hmm. I don't know. I've never had any meals at the jail. I was watching an episode of Married with Children or whatever. It's the day that Al's over in London or where England. I can't remember what country it is, but where they got the night or the dark people and then the day people. And there's a curse put on the land, and it's foggy and dark on one side, and then bright and sunny on the other. And it's a curse that the Bundys put on them from 400 years ago. Well, at the end of the segment, Al gets arrested for stealing a towel from the hotel. And he's hanging on a wall with his arms chained and his feet chained. And then the guy next to him, he said, "What did you do?" And the guy said, "Well, I stole an ashtray." He said, "You?" "I stole a bath towel." He said, "What do they feed us here?" He said, "We get bread and water." He said, "Well, it truly is a good vacation." I'm sure. I bet it probably was junkyard. Now it's all about profits. Most of these places where they do jail food and prison food are privately owned companies, and they give you the bare minimum for the maximum price. It's all about profitability. You want beef in that beef stew? Okay. We'll let a cow walk by the pot when we're making it. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Oh, that's a fine thing. I have to go to the little boy's room. I'll be right back. I would surely like the officers to know my name too. I got a message while I was out in the bathroom. The Votech Center is going to be closed all day today, so I wonder if school's canceling. Oh, aw, pretty girl. Yeah, you just want love, don't you? Yes, you do. Adrian is closed? Okay. I don't know why, but I get numbers for the Votech, but I don't get anything for the school. Hmm. Not nice. Stuck here with all them kids today. Hmm. Yeah, that right, Pumpkin. We're just gonna have to protect ourselves, ain't we? Mhm. All right, there, Chaos. You have yourself a great day. No, I mean you can, but by the time it gets to your heart, it's gonna blow your heart out. But you know, I wonder why. Yeah, yeah. Get that out. There you go. I don't know, man. This cat can sleep like 90 times a day. Is it because they were playing hide and seek there, Junkyard? It's a pretty girl. You want to say hi to everybody? No? Okay. Oh, hello. That was the Votech Center calling, saying they're closed. The guy shouted, he's a principal. Hmm. Oh, well, got ad coming up in 55 seconds. You've been a bad boy. Yeah. A Votech Center? Hmm. Now the phone calls are starting. I want to show you guys something. The okay. I've never seen one of them until I seen this one right here. Um, it's a fold up mini bike. Wants $1,400 for it, which I don't know if that's a good price or not. But um, one of these auction sites that I go to, they have one of them bikes. And right now well, it was the other day, like at $125. So it's not, it's all there. It's just, um, it's not assembled. I didn't know how much those things were worth until I seen that video. Oh, they, yeah, calling, hey, not to come to school. Well, when I went to school, they didn't call and tell me either. I had to get there, and then when I got there and I found out school was closed, I had to shut everything back down and walk the 5 miles uphill back home in knee-high snow and ice, you know, with sandals on. I couldn't afford shoes, boots for me. While Kevin was, all cuddled up on the couch watching cartoons. See, Dale knows. See, he probably did. Hell, I don't know. Me either. Hell, sometimes I'd come back from school and Dale and Kevin both be sitting on the couch watching cartoons. No school, you know. Huh? See, Dale knows. Yeah. Yeah, Pumpkin. Did you get some food? Did you get some victuals? Huh? Yeah. Okay. I know. I know. Yeah, they were worth watching back then. You're right. Pretty girl. Yeah. There you go. You just make yourself comfortable, okay? You know what she's thinking, don't you? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You still got them Democrats hanging outside their junkyard in the morning? Allegedly. Oh, they come up at night now? Yeah. There's a video out there of a guy feeding coons. And he buys, when he feeds them, um, I think it's like 10 pounds of hot dogs. He buys them in the big bulk bags. I think it's 2 5-pound bags, but he buys, like the 8-to-1s or something like that and feeds them the hot dogs. But he'll have 50, 60 coons come up there on his porch and he'll feed them hot dogs. And then when he's done, he empties a 25-pound bag of dog food on the porch floor. And they'll sit right there and they swoop it all up and eat it. And them poor buggers are starving in the morning. And you're worried about your own safety over the hunger of animals, huh? Junkyard. We got to do better than this. Yeah. Hey, look at this Democrat right here. Yeah. She's proud to be a Democrat. I'm telling you, because it don't hurt her feelings whatsoever. Did you see all the videos about the Chicago? They had a meeting, a city council meeting or city meeting, and these people were just bashing the mayor because he's going to go after Trump. He's not going to let Trump bully him in his own town. These people are saying, "Yes, you are. We want these illegal aliens out of here. You know, we're going broke feeding them and taking care of them." You would be a good hit. You would. You'd be a big hit over there in China, in Korea, in Vietnam, in a living room, probably on her computer, playing tic tac toe, bingo, or an orgy Yeah. What's going on, Pumpkin? You hear something? Yeah. You're fine. Okay. Springfield, Ohio to Palestine? I don't know. I can look. $58.2 miles. About an hour and 10 minutes drive. Hour and 3 minutes. Who's in Springfield? I don't know. I haven't been watching the news, so I don't know. Well, it's like this, okay? It's sort of like the unemployment. If you're unemployed and somebody offers you a job and you don't take it, they can turn you into the unemployment office for not taking the job. And the unemployment office can cut your benefits. So why not do the same thing with welfare? Offer these people on welfare a job. If they don't take it, cut their benefits. I'm not saying cut their benefits while they're working either. Make it so they can afford to go to work, and still be able to live. So you give them a supplemental benefit while they're working. But at least they're doing something, getting off their ass and off the couch and getting something done and earning a living, paying taxes, and giving back to the community. Good morning, tennis shoes, you old snuggle bunny, you. Oh, hi, Kenny. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't making the connection. Yeah. Yeah, Homer lives in Springfield, but I don't know which one. Springfield, Indiana, Springfield, Ohio. Oh, they won't miss a beat. That's right. I didn't. I'm not saying a word. Hmm. Your ad coming up 55 seconds. Welcome back, Amish. Oh yeah,
Well, there, you know,
you're welcome.
to do that. Who are you talking to?
Here, I'm on my live stream.
Oh, Garrett down the street. Um, yeah.
Um, well, they just got rid of the other DNC chair because he said that there's big problems with the Democratic Party.
But anyway, she eliminated, I eliminated that because, and then I was gonna get her medicine. Whether she gets up or not.
Thinking about having chorizo and fried potatoes for breakfast today. Too many moving parts on that robe or something? Mm. There she is, Mrs. Wonderful. Yeah, she's in the garage having herself a cigarette. Yeah, the motor carriage barn. Yeah. Now, the other house we had, the garage was a carriage house at one time. That's exactly what it was a carriage house. Um, when you pulled in the carriage, you drove it in, and then there was a divider there, a gate for the horse. So when the gate was open, you'd drive the horse in the carriage, unhook the horse from the carriage, and then it had hooks that were on the uh, rafters that come down, and you'd hook the harness and stuff to that, and you'd swing the gate shut, and then the horse was in its own little stall. Now there was a manger at the front of it, and that's where they fed it. And then you come out the side. They had a side door, but the side door that was there when we bought it was just like a regular door at the time. But you could see where they reframed it in, but it had a big door in the side, so they could let the horse out in the yard. And then when the horse was back in there, and they needed to go someplace, they just hooked up the horse and backed it out of the carriage. It was pretty neat. That's the worst thing you can do is ride a horse on the road. They have no control of the feet, and then if you got shoes on, that's even worse. You know, they're just like you're walking on ice all the time. I know, I know. Not me though. I'd rather have a jackass. You know, they're not as stubborn as a mule. Oh yeah, there's several of all the stores in you know where Kevin lives, or just south of where Kevin lives. Most of them have horse parking too. Yeah, rubber pads. Yeah. Hmm. Wonder what that was. Oh, it's raining right now. Horses are gentle until they kick you. It's cloudy here too, cloudy and foggy. Rain and snow. Are you saying did she break her halter? I knew a few girls that did. Yeah, try that sometime. You'll love it. Just imagine going from 0 to 200 miles an hour in a nanosecond. That's what being kicked by a horse is. Yeah, didn't even do anything. Yeah. They are quicker than when they kick. I'm telling you. I have no idea what you're talking about there, junk or Amish. Well, I'm telling you, if you went to get on a horse, they would let you know right away if they didn't want you on their back. You have a good day too. Love you too, Dan. Well, if you went to get on the horse, if you went to get on the horse, it would either try to sidekick you if it didn't want you on there. And if you were lucky enough to get on the horse, you wouldn't be in that saddle long. Do you ride sidetail? No. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a Jules busted up either. Well, when I was 14, I've told you guys this story before. We had a horse named Comanche. He was a big horse. He was like 15 or 16 hands, something like that. Um, he was a big horse, Tennessee Walker. Anyways, I was out because Kevin was sick again. I was out in the barn gonna feed him first thing in the morning. So here I got like 4 slabs of hay in my hands like this, and he's standing at the manger. And I said, "Hey, Comanche, good morning, boy." And like I said, I got these 4 slabs of hay like this. I start to walk to put them in the manger, and he kicks me in both kneecaps and sends me through the barn wall. I knocked a couple of um, studs out and knocked the boards off. I'm landing out. I land outside the. It was actually a lean-to. I land outside the lean-to on the ground, and I'm screaming in pain. Well, everybody's in the house. This is in the morning before school. So anyway, yeah, that explains a lot. Yeah. So I end up I get a broken 2x4 and I use that as a makeshift crutch to get me in the house. I use that for to lean on. And I get in the house and I'm screaming. And my mom said, "What happened?" And I said, "I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch." She said, "No, you're not." And I went in and got my dad's 35 and I shot 3 rounds through that lean-to. And evidently, that horse must have heard that gun rack because I missed him. I don't know how the hell I did, but I missed it. So. Oh, yeah. I had to take that day off, but I went to school the next day. Um, I had to walk stiff legged for a couple of weeks because I couldn't bend my knees. They hurt so bad. And that's probably the mitigating factor to why both of my kneecaps are shot or were shot. So, and that's what I was telling you. You go from 0 to 200 mile an hour in a nanosecond because it wasn't long after he kicked me. I was flying through the air into pet or through the lean-to wall there. All right, punk. Yeah, get up here. Come on. You know you want to. You want to. Okay, go over there and sit on the foyer chair. Well, Junkyard, you have yourself a great day. I got to get out of here myself. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. And we will see you Wednesday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, if you're so inclined to join me. Have a good one, every day. Take care.